So it's 63 ducats from this gold mine already. Before we start, remember that you can subscribe to this channel to get notified about all the future videos and obviously support us growing. Isn't this Lubeck beautiful? In the first video of this series, I promised you to do another one if you hit 4,000 likes. We did it very easily, thank you so much for all of the engagement. Today, we're gonna continue this campaign with a few goals. Most importantly, completing whole mission tree, which is a little bit more, forming Hansa, and alongside of this mission tree, conquering Zlewikk with +9 goods progress modifier, moving our capital over there, and clicking this mission that is making our capital a gold mine. So we're gonna have a gold mine in Zlewikk. That's gonna be one of the major goals today. Besides that, of course, I'm gonna try uniting the region and reach the highest amount of income possible. And the first goal today is gonna be to take this mission, which requires me to have 10 development in each province that I'm owning, no unrest and no devastation. That's gonna take at least a few years, especially that I have some provinces to core, but it should not be a problem. Only a few provinces still have the devastation, which I'll develop. In Königsberg, I'm gonna build a fort to drop devastation Königsberg in Memel, and as for the development, you'll see that there's only a few provinces that I have to develop, up to 10. And that's why also I'm pausing the expansion, because the more provinces I get, the harder it's gonna get this mission, and at the same time our expansion is gonna drop, so it's a perfect combination. As the gold mine mission requires me to have good relations with Goslar, ideally to even have them in our trade league, I'll start improving the relations with the goal to invite them. At the same time, let me seize land. That's gonna be a minor amount of the rebels and 31 of the crown land. Beautiful nobility. Let me go and use this crown to take the mill points from the Nobi at last, and honestly, I don't really need the mill points. I'm all good with them. But let's pick it. And the mission that I got from the agenda is 30% trade power in the North Sea, so if I go and send these guys to the North Sea from Arctic, it should be absolutely enough. 21, 44%, so the mission should be completed, and that's a cheaper advisor that I'm not gonna use for now. I'm using the improved relation guy. As I've sent my Giga fleet to Novgorod, I have 44% of the trade power here, which unlocks this mission. The Novgorodian Cantor, that's gonna be one random development in the capital. The Novgorodian Cantor is giving me 50% trade power in Novgorod. So let's take a look. I cancel this fleet, I'm sending them to Lubeck. At the same time, let's see, 44% and 29% without ships, so our income is already 63.7. Let's add all of these new provinces to the Holy Roman Empire. I say anyway, need everything up to 10 development. Let me go and get encourage development here. Get this up to 10, improve the trade center. I also improve my diplomatic and military advisors to level 2 at last to generate more of mana. I think at this point, as I have 70% of trade power in Lubeck, I might try transferring from Baltic Sea instead of collecting over there. So thanks to this, the trade income should increase at least a little bit from 40 to 43 ducats. Mr. Goslar, welcome to the trade league. I starting Lose Innovativeness is at 50. Let me take both of these two technologies then. Mr. Straussons, we need to get up to 10 development. So tick, 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 tick. Improve the trade center. So now we're left with only some devastation here. It's his 5 development. I need to get it to 10 anyway. So let me go and develop it straight to 10. So now we only left with devastation in Königsberg in Memel, which will decrease thanks to the fort that I'm building. While in the meantime, Rügen, for example, as it says 4 development, I need it up to 10. Let me use some of my admin and diplomat. Actually, for 50 ducats, I can start building 3 early carracks, and early carracks are the heavy ships. This is actually good news, because if I wanted to fight Sweden to get the Zlewikk, I'll have to build England and Poland, so heavy ships will be definitely useful for that. Now I can also invite Hamburg to a trade league, which is just perfection. This should also increase my percentage trade power in the Lubeck node from 76% to 80%. And for the election, I'm gonna try choosing right now someone as a military candidate, and I need someone younger than 55 years old. 56 years old, yes, 1 year older. Well, at least he's well advised. If you exclude territories, it's only 4 provinces left to develop, but we need to include territories, so it's just a little bit more. Well, if I have a well advised ruler, I can improve all of my advisors at least to level 3. And looking at my balance, I can do it on level 4. 2 provinces in this state needs to be developed up to 10, so tick, 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 up to 10, and tick, tick, and 1 more definitely will be up to 10. With this done, I believe all of my stated provinces except Lowland are up to 10, And then we have 3 more provinces to develop around here. Oh look, I can get improved relationship advisor. I just need to improve my relations with Venice first. With 400 ducats I can go to the state and get a trade company improvement that is giving local development costs. It's gonna be a little bit cheaper to get these provinces up to 10. This needs 1 more dev click, this needs 4 more dev clicks. You could see that I'm only deving with admin diplomata. That's because I'm focused with mill points on my plutocratic ideas, and the next one is giving me goods produce modifier. As Brandenburg is no longer a vice rival, I'm gonna rival both Poland and Sweden. Okay guys, I think this is it. There's no more devastation member in Königsberg, and Ostrud has now 10 development. So only Rugen is missing, because on Rugen we have actual unrest. So let me go and send these troops to get rid of the rebels, and once they will be done, provoke revolt. The mission is available, so it's giving me development costs for the whole country, number of possible buildings, is it everywhere? Transfer trade power, acceptance, and all of the trade league will get prosperity in their capital. This is just absolutely beautiful. Let me just, is this dev cost modifier? Yes, this is global. This is global possible buildings forever. Okay, this is good. Now let's see now in diplomatic trade, transfer trade power acceptance. I can take trade power from all of these guys. I'll not take from Werder, because from Verden I will take these provinces for the mission tree. Let me go for Saxony, let me go for Magdeburg, 40%. So our income is right now 82, and now next goal will be to take this, but for that we need to first get the Zlewikk. I do have another mission here to build a courthouse in Lubeck, so let me start doing so. And at the same time, let's take these troops and prepare them to fight with Verden, and they are allies to Bremen, so it's gonna be very straightforward. I should start improving relations with these guys, because we want to retake them into our trade league later. I'll obviously comment side, but it's not doing, that's it, I'm dead. That's not doing anything, because we have 2 stability anyway. Also, Austria called me the war with Bohemia, so I'm gonna get some favors, but at the same time I cannot expand because I'm at the same war with Austria. So it's blocking us a little bit, and I lost Goslar from my trade league, so I want to get them out of this war ASAP to retake them as part of our trade league. I've had relations with Venice. I got the cheaper advisor over here, which is 2.5 for level 3. 5 ducats for level 4, so I'm gonna get him on level 5. Well, I didn't lose that stability for long. Alfred Eberstein, it's either stability or prestige. Actually, I'm gonna go for the prestige, because this is the less AE and better improved relations. Obviously, because of a misclick, I've lost a few years of the recording, so a quick summary. I attacked Poland with the help of Austria. Because of that, I took all of these provinces in their note, and thanks to improving the trade centers and getting some of the trade company bonuses, I got a merchant number 7, which is transferring from Krakow to Baltic Sea over 8.8 value, thanks to this period of 100 of income. At the same time, I separate piece Sweden to break the alliances with Poland and England, so my war with them in 2 years will be far easier, and the goal of this war is gonna be to take Zlewikk and make it our capital. And to do that, I'm also saving my power points right now, because I'll be deving the hell out of this province, as it will be a gold mine very soon. At the same time, my main stack is already having 10,000 of artillery for the max siege bonus, and I keep building regimental caps to increase our force damage, which is already at the level of 52, while thanks to finishing plutocratic ideas, I already have 41,000 of maximum power. That is another cheaper advisor, this time for the inflation reduction, which I actually need to decrease, so let me go for him and improve him straight at least to level 4. Also, important thing that happened is that the Protestant is launched. For now, I'm not doing anything with it. I'm gonna probably test either Protestant or Reformed, but I want to see how it develops in Europe. Remember, as for now, Catholic is more worth it because it's less AE on the other Catholic countries. It's high time to declare war on Sweden. Conquest, that's gonna be conquest of Skane. And let me call Gotland and Saxony for this, why I don't think I even need Austria. I also got the military reform, which is out of mana. Now I can choose, I'll go for the mill mana as well as army quality. The amount of the mana that we have. We need to get this Zlewikk and ASAP because I'm hitting the points cap everywhere. This is it, I'm taking all of my claims, blast these 2 provinces for full gains. The borders won't be perfect. until the next war. But remember, the goal over here was to take the Zlewikk. The AE is completely not a problem. Let me start calling those promises. I need to do it ASAP to develop this beauty, and I'm also already saving money for the monument. This made us a great power number 7. There goes Age of Reformation, which is not perfect news for us because we no longer have the expansion impact and we really don't have much here to leverage these perks. Yeah, I don't have to develop institution Zlewikk because it's already my mainland and it's gonna expand here fairly quickly, but still I will spend a big chunk of money developing Zlewikk, and just before that, I'm hitting points camp again, and by the way, you're losing power points on access from Riga, so let me cancel the access and keep developing the provinces just a little bit to not hit the points cap. At last, we've got all of these provinces scored, so let me go and state the Zlewikk, as well as the provinces around, but most importantly the Zlewikk. Then over here, take the dev cost, it's gonna be expensive, right? But this is fine. Let me spend a chunk of Diplo points and other types of mana. We're focusing on the Diplo points. Let's make it up to 12 of diplomatic over here. Of course, local goods price modifier. It's totally being affected by the amount of the dev clicks that you're doing, but it's more importantly for the gold mine. And also at the same time, we should accept the Swedish culture because it's gonna be very important. So why did I cancel acceptance of Prussian culture and start accepting the Swedish culture? So also, this is a little bit better, and we also need to change the region for the local goods price modifier. Just from what I see, there's a religious zeal for the next 20 years. I won't be able to change that. At the same time, let me go and start upgrading the great project. The first level is already +3 local goods produce modifier, and I could speed this up, but I'll let it upgrade and I'll save money for the next level soon. Now I can take the gold mission. So what I'll do, I'll take care of the rebels, switch my capital to Zlewikk, it just costs 200 admin mana, and switch my trade capital back to Lubeck, because changing the capital changes the trade capital as well. So let me change this back, and we're gonna go and click this mission. Whew, let's do this. Now, Zlewikk has a gold mine. It means that even if the religion is wrong, I'm already earning 8 ducats of income from gold over here, and this is even without the prosperity and without the Falun copper mine that is being improved. We are gonna take it to the sky, and thanks to it our income is already at the level of 126 ducats. There's another mission which is Markets of Bruggen, which is about Norway. Let's take a look. This is giving us numbering bonuses as well as trade power in the North Sea. This is nice because I need trade power in the North Sea. We send the trade fleet there as well. As I have a mission to get it to the 50%, which is really not something easy. See, this only 27%, and even with the ships, it's exactly 51. What a perfection. This unlocks me yet another mission. Tame the North Sea. This is the heavy ship cost. Global Navy engagement 20%. This is to take care of England, ducats and mercantiles. So right now mercantiles is already at the level 36, and if I increase that 4 times, let's do this 2, 3 and 4. This is at the level 40, which means I should have another mission around here. I just need a trader advisor and I need a stock depot in Lubeck. So I could just improve this to level 3. Sick. And I need a trader at level 3. So let's just do this. And I cannot promote him to level 3. Let's just find someone that I can promote. So many missions. The new system of trade is a theory of mercantiles that is giving me merchant trade power +5. And cost to promote mercantile is 10%, so I can promote it right now for just 73 of power points. And remember, I need to get it up to 60 for this mission. You know what, because big chunk of my country, including this gold mine, is already Protestant, I'll be switching to Protestant. Just before I do that, I want to do 3 wars. War against Norway, war against Riga, and war against Brandenburg. Once I complete these wars, I'll be the perfect path to switch my religion. I'm gonna start the war against Norway, because once I get Riga, my alliance with Hamburg will be broken, because unfortunately they're allied, and I want to bring Hamburg bank into my trade league. This is why I'm gonna go declare Norway. I have good relations, so why don't I go and insult them? Now that's easier. Brandenburg will join this war. I might use it to break some of the alliances, but there's nothing really to break. In the meantime, I will simply go and embrace the institution. And that hit us into the middle points cap. So let me go and develop Holstein. Up to 20. Develop Zlewikk. Also up to 20. By the way, just noticed that we are hitting the GAF capacity. It's because I was stating most of the stuff we conquered. To make this fixed, I'm starting to focus on a lot of card houses. Remember, on this patch, card houses are not taking a building slot, and they only cost me 76 ducats thanks to my construction cost. So I'm gonna build them pretty much everywhere. Also, in this patch, once you hit over 50 of Crownland, you're getting 20% reform progress, and it's gonna keep growing, I think, up to 33 or 50% 100 of Crownland. That's why you need to keep increasing that. And honestly, as at 50, I'll go to clergy and I'm gonna take the GAF capacity from them to keep it above 50, but at the same time increase this number. That's not a fun event. Either increase my autonomy, which I don't want to happen, or I get out of rebels. Well, I guess I'm gonna fight them. For Norway, I'm taking all of their homeland as well as the Faroe Islands. I'm gonna leave them Iceland, this is good, and Faroe Islands is gonna be important because we want to get into the British Isles. We're speeding up this with a little bit of money. I just want to see the increase. It's 8.7 of income right now. Oh, it's February as well, so let me take the admin deck. Let me unlock. I should go for offensive ideas to stack even more siege ability, and this is mainly because I want to finish my mission tree, and to finish that I need offensive ideas being finished, and I have a lot of mill points. So I just go and take these two bonuses. With only getting level 1 of this monument, I already have 20 of production income in the last Kogan. So we have 143 of income, the inflation is still dropping, and soon we're gonna get it to level 2, which is another 3 good spurs modifier. In the meantime, I told you, let's go and attack Riga. We need to take their provinces. First, to do that, I need to cancel the transfer trade power, and let's go. Unfortunately, as told you, I'm gonna lose freaking Hamburg because of this war. But if I manage to white peace them right away, I actually should also break the alliance with England. Yes, so when they'll be fighting with England, they will not be joining this. And let's take a look. Yes, they will be happy to rejoin our trade league. And it seems the war will be even more interesting because Great Britain just formed. What they have done to my boy France here? Maybe I should ally them. And this full annexation of Lubeck is really not problematic. This is like, yeah, 40 of, I guess, expansion. Let's take it. That's even better borders. We'll need to fix the name placement. To get the last Kogan on level 2, I'm gonna go and take the 1% loans. That should be plenty of money. 2.7 thousand, just enough to do this. And then with all of my money, I'll be just speeding this up. With another siege ability, this time from offensive ideas, we already have it on the level 37%. Absolute beauty, Norway just formed Iceland. So I'm so ahead in the diplo points, and I need 60 of mercantiles for the mission. I'm gonna spend some of this mana to boost it up to 50 for now. To fix our borders, I'm gonna take all of these provinces from Brandenburg. That's a lot of AE, but nobody will join the coalition. Let me take these beauties. It's getting better and better. Let me core these beauties. Now, this is the time to convert our religion straight to Protestant. I want to see the new functions over here. Of course, I'm gonna start converting everything, focusing on the highest level provinces. So the Defender of Faith to do it even more, and here we should have some bonuses to the missionary strength. Number 1, number 2, so that's gonna be even faster. That also should increase our income over here, yes, to 27 from the gold mine, and next month is gonna upgrade even higher. Yes, this boy will be useful too, but I cannot improve him, but this is fine. Now I'm converting even faster, and I need to speed this up because I already have the disaster of the religious turmoil loading. This is already 40, and we can increase by another 3. But for that we need 5,000 ducats, but you know what? Let's just start saving for that. Tier 7 guarantee form. What do we have here? Trade efficiency, global trade power, okay. City land from Burgos, no rebels. Corruption, cheaper trade comparing governing cost. Indebted to Burgos, no longer reduces mercantilism. Domestic trade power, merchant trade power, and cost to promote mercantilism, trade power blood institution, embracing institutions 300 power points, and finally production efficiency and real inflation. Let me go for the one that is making the promoting mercantilism cheaper. Yes, we need to keep promoting that to 60. You know what? 60 of crowns have 40% reform progress growth, but I need this money. I need this money. So as soon as I finish courthouse here, I'll start upgrading this copper mine to level 3. So Mr. Delasco can start improving, and all of the money and a little bit with manpower is going straight into that. So I finish this before the end of this episode. And to end this episode, I'm gonna go and attack Sweden. Because the issue that they have no troops, that's gonna be conquest of, let's do Stockholm, call these 3 boys, and we have to deal with Poland again for this war, but I'm just gonna go and send 1 stack over there. First bonus from our religion. I'm not sure what I really want to take here, but I think that I'm gonna start with aggressive expansion impact, and this is it, right? Did they change anything else except adding the new bonuses? Yeah, I think that's just it. This time your army quality is not that good, Poland. I mean, I'm completely crushing you alone. Last offensive is discipline, interest per annum, as well as trade efficiency. So right now my loans are already at only 3 of 3 interest. It's just not hurting us at all. That's also a policy which is additional diplomat and spy network construction. As for Poland, I don't want anything for you, only to break your alliance with Sweden for the future wars. I think it's the time to get it to 60. Tick, 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 in tick, 60 of mercantilism. Now I can go and straight take this mission at the bottom over here, which is Guild Wars. Not Guild Wars, Guild Wars. That's provisional trade power. Trade value won't differ. Oh, trade value is really nice. And then every trade league member is gonna get additional bonus. So now to go for the Hansa mission here, we only need to complete this path. So I need a better admiral, and then I need more heavy ships. What is our first limit? I will need 19 heavy ships, so let's start saving for them. I really need more of Gav capacity. So let me take a little bit from nobility and burghers. Let's take them from burghers. So this way the issue is solved. I just need to get this back to 50, which will be just after the war when I seize land. Now we can peace out Sweden. I'm gonna take all of these provinces for ourselves. Yeah, we need a little bit of the war score. It's more about winning the naval battle between Gotland and Sweden. Oh yeah, now we have just 100% of the war score. Taking all of this for ourselves. I cannot take this one because freaking Gotland occupied this. Send the peace deal. Now the name placement is far better, isn't it? Second bonus in Church of Lubeck is gonna be for missionary strength to convert this province a little bit faster. With 4 renewable admiral, I can go and take this mission, which is yearly innovate tradition, as well as a cheaper advisor. And finally, this will require me to get these heavy ships that are already on the way. Well, it has to happen at 1.65 years or our ruler is dying. I can keep him for another 2 months, and then I don't really know what I want. I'll probably go for the admin guy to just be able to conquer all the provinces. Just take, wait, 1 month, yeah, trade efficiency guy, wait, another month, then take the admin guy, and he's 44 years old. This is not bad. I can go and re-elect him. Tax meta is not bad. Our income is 201 thanks to it. Boys, this is, I think, the last click here. Instead of 39 of income, it's dropped right now because I've lost prosperity. Instead of 39, it's 52, and then let's wait for prosperity to go back to 100. Eagle of Lubeck. So building the heavy ships is giving us the event of Adler von Lubeck. That's flagship cannons, flagship durability, and fleet hand pirates efficiency. This is for our flagship until it is captured. Absolute beauty. Now the last step is over here. I need 15 more mercantilists, and I need more trade power in the North Sea trade node. How is this? I have 40%. Great Britain has 1% more, so I'm just gonna go and build a marketplace here. In the meantime, all of my diplo points will go on increasing the mercantilism. I pretty much converted everything except my trade company provinces, but they are also being converted by these 2 religion centers, so it's not a problem for us. Something that I didn't know, is it something new that if you lose Republican tradition, your reform progress is slower? I did not know that. That's really cool. I think our courthouses map is just beautiful. We're building them everywhere to save our governing capacity. I think I already have the prosperity in this state. So it's 63 ducats from this gold mine already. Let's also do a slight of investment. I'm gonna think 6,000 loans, that's just 30 interest monthly because we have so much of a bonus to interest per annum, and I'm gonna spend it on building manufactories everywhere. And I think before I even finish these buildings, I will already repay majority of these loans. Oh, it's already the end of the golden era, 50 years, 1536. That should drop our income a little bit. At least I can take the first perk in this age, and that's gonna be a bonus for shit trade power propagation. Now let's go for the province war score because of other legions. There goes the last click on the mercantilism, and I can go and click the last mission over here. This is gonna give me a lot of power points, and at the same time everyone that is now a trade league, and it's plenty of countries, will become our subject with minus 50% rebirth desire. At the same time, it's the crowning of a new queen. It's either increase stats of our rulers at mercantilism, we don't need that, or we are gonna form the Hansa League, which I don't know if it has new ideas. I guess I'm gonna click it. Yeah, I think that's a little bit different than what we have. Is trade efficiency, additional merchant, trade steering, global trade power, ship cost, ship trade power, discipline, heavy ship compatibility, dev cost, goods progress modifier, idea cost, and provincial trade powers. Our income should... Ooh, yes, of course they left the trade league, but now they are our subjects. So I can also do, that's a lot of subjects, I can go and diverge trade from every single one of them to maximize our gains. Let's take a look. Instead of 244 income, right now we have 265 of it. Now this mission requires us to have 60 army professions. It's a fun campaign, right? I could just go and develop with my mill points. Dev meta is not even close to be that. Let's look at this dev cost. Instead I'm gonna go and start spending my mill points and recruiting advisors to start boosting this up to 60. And at the same time, look at the level of the leaders that we just got over here. Let me just get rid of majority of them, keep the best ones. I spent all of my mill points increasing that all the time, and as I just hit 60%, I can go for the literally last mission in the whole mission tree that I have left. Just first, let me go and find an advisor that is giving me morale of armies, so I'm gonna get from this mission plus 15% permanent morale of armies. There it goes, an army reformer. So with army reformer, when I click this mission, I'm gonna get 15% morale. Just take a look at this. There we go, general army reform. So now our morale of armies is at the level 5. Let's compare that to the other countries in the world. Remember, we don't have any ideas for the morale itself, and still we have the highest morale in game right now. What if I send one of my merchants, let's say it's gonna be the Lubeck one, to the English Channel, and then I'm gonna send the ships to protect my trade in the English Channel. I had 266 before the change. Right now the English Channel gonna earn 265, so I'm pretty much on the same one, but what's important, UK is earning less, so that's very useful for us. Now with all of the manufacturers finished, we are at 280 of income. Our max manpower is 85,000, force speed is 124, almost 1,000 development, which makes us third grade power. This Hansa League is just a pure economic hegemon. I think that's gonna be all for today, and guys, if you like me to do one more episode when I go straight through the Germany and for the economic hegemon before 1600, leave a like on this video, because if you hit 4,000 likes, that's gonna happen. And for today, thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe to this channel to get notified about this future content, and I'm gonna see you very soon.